If you believe within your heart, you'll know that no one can change the path of life that you must go. Believe what you feel and know you're right, because the time will come around when you'll say it's yours. Believe that you can go home. Believe that you can float on air. Then click your heels 3 times. And if you believe, then you'll be there. That has been a guiding GPS for me many a time in my life, because it says if you believe, it doesn't say if you believe in your head, you believe according to statistics, you believe according to data, you even believe according to where you were before. It says what? If you believe where? If you believe, engagement now, I need some life here. If you believe within where? Your heart. If you believe within your heart, that, if you've already noticed, is the theme for today. And thank you, Linda, bringing the light into our hearts, because it is the heart that really is the attraction magnet of our lives. And a lot of times, the most simplistic reality of that can be the most overlooked, because we often are determined as human beings to spare our hearts. How many of you have thought that or said that or felt that? Some of you do that here at Unity of Santa Barbara. When do we get fully into something? Because that's part of our responsibility in co-creating. It is the ability to show up with an open heart, as if you could never be hurt, as if you could never be disappointed, as if you could never be surprised. Because since we're here for 1,432 lifetimes, most of this stuff is not a big deal. Are you with me? Can I get a little bit of amen here? Yo, okay. And this is what I tell myself often, that my job, my responsibility, my consciousness of truth, as I am a God representative, they recruited me. They recruited you too. And they said, do you want to go back into the earth field? Because the number one thing you're to do on the earth landing pad is to keep your heart open. Whoa. And we all said what? Okay. We said yes, because we're here, right? We're still in this learning field for sure. When we talk about I am prosperity, when we talk about I am abundant, when we talk about that energy of that everything is available to us, when we talk about the Christ of knowing that thy kingdom is here and it's here right now, and some of us are, where? Where is it? It's right here, and it's here, yes. But when we think about that, I always love going back to this story, because what we're talking about often is how to create from the intangible to the tangible. How to create from what we don't see right now to what we want to see. Yes? That's part of prosperity and abundance, is to have a new awareness, as Charles Fillmore would say clearly. It's how to take the invisible substance and turn it into substance. Is this interesting to you? Okay, just checking. All right, so all that said, so in that, I think of that story of a friend that from her heart, she was relocating and she wanted to teach piano. And yes, some of you have heard this before. The choir wrote it down on the clipboard. Okay, so yes, so she wanted to teach youth, and she wanted to be a great piano teacher. She was a paralegal all her life. And I went, that's wonderful. I'll pray for you. You'll have students lined up down the sidewalk. And she said, well, I don't have a piano. I'm like, well, if you're going to teach piano, that might help you, right, to have a piano. Duh, okay, even I can figure that out. Anyway, so I said, great, we'll pray. You'll have a piano. There'll be one on sale. It'll have a big clearance sign. She said, oh, no, I don't want to pay for it. Okay. Bringing intangible into tangible, right? Okay, you don't want to pay for it. No, I don't want to pay for it, and I want a Steinway Grand. Special. So I reminded her of the 1-800-PRAY-NOW Unity number. And then I said, and I'll pray too. So I was up and coming. I was a practitioner in religious science. So I like, whoa, okay, we can do this. Anyway, so months later, she calls me and says, guess what? My aunt treated us to a concert. They have concerts 4 times a year. And during the intermission, the MC got up and said, ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. And we have a piano that we only use 4 times a year. It's a Steinway Grand, and we need a place to store it. Do you know anybody? And she jumps up and says, it is mine to do. I am delighted. They said they'll pay to move it. They'll pay to tune it. So she had it for several years. Barbara Marsh in Rockland, Maine. You can call her and ask her. It's just, that's what life is. To somebody else, to some other situation, there's an issue that needs to be handled. And for somebody else, there's another open heart that is anxious to receive it. This is how this comes together with the ability to connect the dots. So since we were talking about the heart, that requires also the light. It requires also our chakras being open, which simply means the energy that we carry. I've invited a very profound musician to lead us through the song, The Lord's Prayer, because you can know that when you feel off, when you feel like you want to connect at a greater level, listen to the words of the Lord's Prayer, and it will open you up. Michael and microphone. Take us on a journey. Don't hold back, like me.
I invite you to join me. This is something that I've done since 1975, so that'll give you an idea. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And leave us not in temptation, but deliver us from error. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen.
Exactly. So I'm sure you are feeling those God bumps activated in your being and coming from a place of openness where the heart is open. When we declare our Father, we are making a relationship with something greater than ourselves. Yahweh, Divine Creator, God, whatever you call it, as you've heard me say repeatedly, Creator. It matters not what you call it. It matters what you believe about it. The most important part of the song is the first word, our, which means there is a connection. We belong to it, and it belongs to us. And no matter what, with our hearts, we will never be separated from that. And so that being said, our Father is knowing everywhere you are, wherever you travel, however you be, there's a level, there's an invisible connection according to your heart and your eyes to see it. A number of years ago, I was in Brazil. I went for a retreat, and I became aware of the street dogs, and it fully occupied me. So I was out, taking dogs to the veteran, and doing this and doing that, the vet's office. And in that, it became like my mission, like to help these animals. And street dogs they're in America too. So if anybody here lives in Brazil, I get that. It's an issue all over. But instead of retreating, I made it my mission to take care of some of these dogs. And so we had many brought back to the States and found them homes. We have a little book about it. But that being said, the point is we were also going to take 3 puppies on the plane. And we did all the things they tell you to do. We went to the international office. We went to the Delta office. We went to the other office. And everybody told us what we needed. Paperwork, carts, crates, extra ticket. We did it all. We go to leave, and we're with a group of about 25 people. We go to leave, and they tell us we can't take the puppies on the plane. Special. Can't take them on the plane. Nope, can't take them. No. Well, and they don't speak English, and I'm learning it. So anyway, so we can't take them. And so they said they'll take them and return them back to the vet. And people behind them are going, no, because they knew they'd throw the puppies in the river. So I'm like, no, we're not leaving the puppies. So my partner on this adventure about the dogs, not my partner in life, we said, we'll stay with them. So we told our group, they joyfully left us quickly. I might need to work on that still. But anyway, they just like, okay, bye. We have a little money left. Here's some money, and you'll be okay. All right, fine. So we find a cab. Well, it's when they're having this Brazilian festival to find a hotel as well as to find a place that would have puppies. It was very difficult. So we wind up in this hotel. I won't go there. It just was different, okay? And so here we are, and the vet and his wife, they are an hour and a half from where we need to be, and we need to go home, and we have these puppies. So I tell my friend, I said, go and see what you can find. So she finds a local college. She walks up to this guy and sees he has a phone. And she asked him if he can, do you speak English? And he said, yes. She said, can you help me? And he said, I will. She said, what is your name? He said, my name is God's son. Goosebumps. My name is God's son. Would you please call the vet? Here's the number. So they can come get the puppies, so we can know that they are safe. Our Father is us and our ability to declare and know that with everything there is a connection. Who art in heaven is asking us, and the book is talking about the magic box of always dreaming, always staying open, keeping your heart open, living in a reality of knowing that today is a brand new day and something is possible. Say that with me. Today is a brand new day and something is possible. That feels like a very different vibration, right? Than here we go again. Didn't happen yesterday. Didn't happen before. I don't know about today. What about you? No, it's this level of vibration that carries with it a heart expectation. And it says that we get what we bring. We get what we bring. So when we're talking to our friends and we're talking to our counselor and we're saying, this didn't happen, this is not happening, the answer for us, the question for that person to ask us is, are you bringing that? Because if you're bringing that, you have it. If you're not bringing that, then it's not showing up. It's called cause and effect, yes? So in the magic box of you too can be prosperous, it's like, bring it on. I'm giddy. I'm so excited about what can happen and what's around the corner or what's in the space that I'm standing now. which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. We are hallowed. We are hallow. We are the power of the I am Christ. And so every time we affirm I am, the universe goes, yes, you are. What's the universe do? I am aging. The universe goes, you're so tired. Yes, you are. I'm trying. Oh, you're so tired. Yes, you are. I am life. I am love. I am energy. I am a magnet. I am full of love. I am excited about this moment because, as I always taught my former community, if you're not excited about your life, guess what? Nobody else is either. So you're excited about what is possible in the energetic field. And so in this energy, it is in as earth as it is in heaven. There's a flow, there's a resonation, there's a consciousness that what I'm looking for is looking for me. Russ and I were talking this week. It's the law of reciprocity. It's a belief, it's a deep conviction that just as the sun is reaching towards the plant is reaching towards the sun. So when we're in limbo, when some of you are somewhere between the cocoon and the butterfly, that is a time to get deeper into beliefs of conviction that our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be our name. Thy kingdom comes. Not will it, not I don't know, not iffy whiffy, but to deepen our knowing and our greater truth, that we are being prepared for something so amazing. I am being prepared for something so amazing. Say that with me. I am being prepared for something so amazing. Just like Marie was when she was getting married to Robert and she said, I won't marry you unless we can go to Hawaii. I won't marry you, Robert. Her heart said, I want to go to Hawaii. And there was nothing that would justify that was possible to happen. They didn't have the money. And she said, I'll put together a couple of outfits. You're a salesperson. Run around town, see if anybody will buy them. We can do this. We got this. And that was the beginning of St. John's Knits. What would we do without them? That was truly, that's the real story of what happened. It wasn't, I want to have a bank of money. I want to prove to everybody I'm worthy. I want to show my parents I can make more than they. There's nothing wrong with that. But it wasn't an ultimatum to the universe. It's like, I love you, Robert. My heart is open, and I'm going to Hawaii. Next week, 6 of you will be here. You'll all be in Hawaii, and I'll be here talking. Okay? No problem. Take off, go, it's fine. But that's the way that we remind ourselves. We're not here like we're learning something trendy and, brand new. I mean, the world is full of, let me show you yet another new thing that you can know about yourself so that you can be something different than who you are. In unity, it's like you are who you are. Own it. You are who you are. You're not caught up in who you can trust because you can trust you. Every day is taking a chance on practicing what you believe. And it gets to be sometimes very exciting, right? But it's about the truth of knowing that you are represented and you agreed to be here, that no matter what happened, in grief, in loss, in joy, in disappointment, that your sole responsibility is to show up everywhere you go with your heart wide open. How many of you can raise your hand on that that's true? Yes. It's a big deal, and it's a practice. It's a practice. It's our opportunity to be in that experience. And in the magic box, it's fun to just watch what will happen. I do my best not to get too attached to material things, though I do like nice things. And I had a wonderful pair of earrings that were the chakras, the colors of the chakras, and then they had cubic zirconium. They looked quite fancy, but they were from a jewelry store, and I loved them. And I wore them a lot. Dress up, dress down. I'm so excited, you guys, I know. Too much information. Anyway, so I love them. Did I say I love them? Yes. And so one day I go to put them on. There's only one. There's only one. And all right, live on the air. Excuse me. Well, if you let me finish, I'd say something else. Mom, is that you? No. So here's that. Okay, so there's only one. So Barbara's sister came in from New York, and I said, you helped me find these earrings in the first place. Would you take the one that I have remaining back with you and see if you could find something similar to this? So months go by. One day I'm looking in my office, and guess what I find? Now the other earring, right? So I call her and I go, guess what? I found it. Do you still have the one I gave you? No, I have no. I don't know where it is. No problem. I have no idea. No, I don't have a clue. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm still going to keep it. I'm going to put it in my magic box of hope, right? And so she sends a box of stuff, and she sends a bunch of bracelets and stuff for Miracle, my goddaughter, to play with. My goddaughter's in there, and she goes, look, Mama Temple, come in there. Come in here and see what Aunt Celeste sent with the box. Look at all this fun stuff. And I look down there, and there's my earring. I got on 2 today. Is that a simple story? Yes. Is it an elementary story? Yes. But the pairs that you are looking for has been in your magic box all along. Been in your magic box all along. You know, often people say, I'm still waiting on my dreams to come true. In truth, that's not possible. It's my dreams are waiting on me to come true. As we continue to step into what is true for us, what is true is also possible. I was watching Reverend Nancy Norman's memorial yesterday on live stream, and it's on our Facebook if you would like to watch it. But it was very moving, and I wanted to be in my heart and be there for Reverend Kathy. But they were describing Reverend Nancy and her lifelong touching lives as a minister. And they said her favorite Bible scripture was Hebrews 11:1, which is, it went away, is Reverend Nancy, come in here and help me out. Faith is the assurance of things not seen and the conviction that all things are possible. Faith is the assurance of things not seen and the assurance, the conviction that all things are possible. So spirit, that connection, that God Son, that life force, that energy field never ever does not deliver that which we are seeking. The question is, do we ever give up on that reality? We keep our hearts open. We keep the vibration as to what we want. As the shamans, they don't go, let there please one day, I hope, I've been a good boy, please bring on the rain. They go, I feel the rain. It's on my body. And it becomes just that. Thank you for being here today. Appreciate your presence. Thank you. Thank you.